This is Nala here. She's almost 3 years old. She'll be 3 years old in September, or basically the end of September. But I noticed about 5 days ago she just started her heat cycle again. And because the male here was really sniffing and licking her, so I was keeping an eye on her. And maybe yesterday, the day before, she started dripping just a little bit. So this time I'm ready, because before I had to keep them separated in these cages, and I had to always come out here and revolve the dogs, or sometimes even keep them in certain ones, the males in the house or the female in the house. But as soon as I found out she was in heat, I built this gate. So I'm going to keep her on the side of the house here where they can't get to her. And I'll put this is the dog house right there that she likes to sleep in, so I'm going to put that out there. But they seem to be leaving her alone right now. I mean, they sniff her and they kind of frolic and play a little bit, but they're not really going hog wild. So when I'm out here, I'll let them play together and run and exercise and whatnot. But when I go back in the house, I'm going to put her and keep her on the side of the house there, which is going to make my life a lot easier. Because the last 3 times she came into heat, I had, there wasn't no way to really secure them other than put her in one of those kennels for, like an hour or two, and then put the boys in there for an hour or two and rotate them that way, or keep them in the house. But with German Shepherds, these things shed so much. It's crazy. Like, it'd just be a mess in the house. So luckily, be able to keep her over in that side gate this time around, because I don't want her getting pregnant. She hasn't gotten pregnant the last 3 heats, but it was crazy dealing with it, because like I said, it was really hard to, I either had to be out here, but when she's in full-blown heat, even if you're out here, you cannot stop those males from trying to get her. It's for like one of the weeks, it'll be super duper crazy. Right now, she tries to hump them, and they're trying to like get her a little bit. And plus, that's her son, and I definitely don't want him getting her. 'Cause, that's inbreeding there. So, plus, I don't even want her getting pregnant. So. She doesn't really she doesn't like her son messing with her anyways. I think she knows that's her pup. Of course she knows it's her pup, because he was born here and she raised him up the whole time. So she knows that's her pup. She doesn't like it when he messes with her. But this guy here, this is her mate. They're always messing. So I think right now they're just trying to act like there's nothing going on, because they just want me to go in the house. And as soon as I go in the house, they're going to be at it. I know they will. These suckers are smart, because they tried to pull the wool over my head before, didn't you? You guys act like nothing's going on. I go in the house and they start humping, because if I see them humping, I tell them no. And they'll listen for the most part. But I know in another week here, I think it's the 3rd week, I'm going to monitor it this time. I think it's the 3rd week from the time she first starts coming into heat that they are ripe. I mean, they are crazy. They're just going at it like so crazy. I'll try to film it this time. I filmed the last one, but she was coming out of heat when I was filming it, so it wasn't too crazy, but it was kind of crazy. But I'm gonna try to videotape it when she's in full blown, ready to mount heat. I'll lock the sun up when I do that, because I won't be able to. It'll be hard handling, keeping them separated with 2 of them trying to jump her. I'll be trying to grab one, and the other one, it's just crazy. So I'll lock him up, and I'll let This guy here, that's her name, Atlas. I'll let him try to play around, but it's really difficult. But yeah, that gate's gonna make it really nice. I don't think they could get over that. I doubt it. I'm gonna sleep right by that window though, just in case I hear stuff going on at night, like they're trying to do, like get that gate open or trying to do something. I'll be right there. But yeah, they're kind of settled. She's been in heat for 5 days. It just started 5 days ago, but it didn't really show until probably yesterday. She started dripping a little bit of blood, but not much. But I know the days to come, it's going to get worse and worse until it gets crazy. And that, the first time she came in the heat, this guy got her. He got her one time at the end of the heat, and luckily she just had one pup, and that was him. And he was a monster. He was huge. I think he's going to be bigger than his dad. He's already, he's not even 2 yet. He'll be 2 in September. He's born the same month as his mom. He was born on the 1st. She was born on the 19th of September, 2015. And then he was born on 2016. And, which I really didn't want that to happen, but what can you do? It happened. So luckily there's just the one pup. And then she had another litter the second time. It was 8 pups. And then the third heat, she had another litter. We didn't really care on the second heat. That's why he got her like a few times and she had 8 puppies. But on the third heat, we didn't really want that, but it happened towards the end. And she ended up having 4 pups from that heat. But since her third heat, she hasn't had puppies. We've been able to separate them. And I'm definitely going to keep them separated this time. I found good homes for the other, she had 13 pups altogether in 3 litters. I kept the first litter, which was 1 pup. Second litter, we found really good homes for the 8 puppies. And the 4 litter, the last 4 litter one she had, we found really good homes for those. So, but I don't want to go through that again. It's really hard to, you know, I don't know, me, I hate getting rid of my dogs, like puppies, even the puppies, I don't like breeding, I don't want to breed these dogs. And there's plenty of German Shepherds here, but these ones here are really nice, so I can find good homes for them. No more puppers. This is the son. That's the son. That's the dad. He acts all brave. Kuma. He acts brave when the dad has a ball or a rope in his mouth. He wouldn't do that if the dad didn't have something in his mouth. Dad would put a weapon on him. Hey, Kuma, quiet. I can't. Kuma. Okay, just play without barking. Yeah, you're all brave when you're standing around me, aren't you? You won't do that by yourself. This daddy will put a whipping on him, boy. Don't you, Atlas? But he's got that ball in his mouth, so they're just playing. Kuma knows that his daddy can't bite him when his mouth's got a ball in there, so he acts brave. Don't you, Kuma? You're a brave little toaster when your daddy's got his mouth full.